Hey guys, just thought I'd give you an updated video. Look, first of all, look, I've reached 3,000 subscribers, so obviously thank all of you for supporting the channel. I'm, really appreciative. In fact, it's nearly 3,100. So it seems to me that the channel is getting some traction, which is really nice to see. And yes, I am still going to do the live stream I promised. Here in Australia, at the time of this recording, it's the school holidays. So it's a lot easier once the kids are back at school. I then can sit down and focus my attention on you guys. So definitely keep an eye on the channel. You'll see eventually things saying, hey, there's a live stream on this date, and you can pretty much set a reminder, and the prompts will get you to that. So the other reason for this video is, in case you're wondering, there's some strange things happening with the channel in regards to, yes, Warner Brothers again. Okay, so for those of you really new to the channel who might have only discovered me through the reviews, what I used to do when I first started was audio commentaries. So I'd play the cartoon in real time and I'd talk about it. And, later on I'd have guests on, and that was pretty much the format for a while. And what would happen was the file would get blocked. I would then send a thing saying, hey, it's fair use in my opinion, blah, blah, blah. And they would release it and the videos were there. And that was fine. And I thought, yeah, there's no problems at all. And then randomly, I had like 30 copyright strikes, and turned out that, Warner Brothers Legal weren't happy. So I don't know if you watching have ever worked in a corporate environment. I can tell you this as someone who has. The different departments barely talk to each other. So it seems to me one department did one thing, and then somebody else in another department discovered these videos and decided, nope, I don't like it. We don't agree it's fair use. And then they did the copyright strike. I then got my channel back, but then from the US, they called me and, I said, fine, I'll take it down. I didn't want to make a big deal out of it. So then I reformatted things into reviews. I still maintain that what I did was fair use, but hey, it's one of those things that where if it went to court, who knows which way the judge would side. And obviously I don't want to get to that point, and I'm sure they don't either. It's just a waste of time. We can discuss things like, civilized adults, which we did. So anyway, I moved on and I did the reviews, which, in a nice little twist of fate, the reviews I found have actually presented the content a lot better. So I guess it's one of those little, silver linings that it's pushed me to do the content in a different way, and it's improved. So go figure, right? But what was happening for a while was, okay, maybe a little snippet of footage would trigger the YouTube thing, which blocks the videos automatically because it finds out, hey, you're using copyrighted material. All right, fine. So I did what I used to. I put the thing through, a dispute saying, hey, it's fair use. I've trimmed up the footage. It's all over the place, and there's all sorts of overlays and that sort of thing, and and it's impossible for someone to recreate the original material using the reviews, and it's true. Anyone with a functioning brain can see that, right? And yeah, it was fine for a while. Sometimes things would just get blocked, and that's that. I'll just dispute it and it gets resolved. But what's happening of late is very, very interesting. Okay, so all of this was actually done fairly quickly as well. In fact, sometimes there would even be a manual review. I'd challenge it and then it'd be overturned. But all of this was done before the Warner Discovery merger. Now, I don't know if it's a coincidence or if it is as a result of this, but ever since that merger happened, whoever's behind the scenes, okay, so they blocked the video, but they're now blocking it like 3 weeks after the fact now, which is ridiculous. So maybe they're understaffed. I don't know. But then I would, dispute it like I always had before. They would uphold their decision. So if I go one step further and dispute it again, who knows who's looking at it? Is it going to be the same person, even though technically it should be a manager? Who knows? It's not very transparent at all. And of course, if I fail, then there's a copyright strike. If I dispute it again, there could be legal things involved, and it's like, you know what, whatever, right? So I've also tried a few different things to maybe elaborate further in my disputes. Maybe I rewrote and everything. I do this nice big little thing stating what fair use is. The person blocking it's wrong, blah, blah, blah. Nah, they're still upholding their decision. So what I've had to do is pretty much go back to the drawing board and go, okay, what's this petty little thing that they're worried about? And I'll give you two examples, which I'll put over put as an overlay here. And it's usually petty things. Now, okay, one video, they're annoyed at the fact that even though I've done this the whole time, I would show like the last 20 or so seconds of the cartoon, and it would actually have the credits over it as well, just for good measure. But now they're not happy with that now. So, all right, okay, that's been petty. When I'm redoing the commentaries, and this is not my good friend Blue Genocide, who's been helping with my re-edits, right? He's been trying to keep things, to around 30 or so seconds when it comes to mixing it up, and I, of course, include overlays because those commentaries weren't really designed to be edited in that way, so it's a little bit awkward. So, again, more. I'm really thankful that he's able to pull this off. But the other one, the Porky in Egypt, they just decided that part was they just didn't like it, even though it's all mixed up. So, and there was even a few like where it'd be like just 10 seconds of footage, and when I looked at it closely, I think that 10 seconds was like maybe 20 seconds too close to the previous footage or something. It's just, in other words, it's petty. Now, I get it, and I know there's always going to be that one person in the comments that's going to say, well, tough luck, Warner Brothers are the copyright holder. And and no one's disputing that. No one's disputing it. I'm not trying to put their copyright material unaltered on YouTube, like trying to sneak it in. No, of course not. That would be fair enough. You guys saying that, but no, I'm basically doing these videos for both entertainment and educational purposes. That's the whole point. It's not like I'm, remixing a Bugs Bunny cartoon and it's teaching kids how to smoke weed or anything. It's like that's the way they're acting here. And, it's incredibly petty. And it's also not a good look for them as a company either, So, unfortunately, that means that, going forward, I'm still going to do the reviews. I'm going to have to edit even more in a more strict way. Already I was editing in a very strict format, like not having more than 30 seconds at a time, but apparently even 30 seconds is too long of a chunk these days, so I'm going to have to half that to like 15, try and go by story beats, and sometimes, even if I'm just mentioning one different thing than what's on the footage, they blocked it. So they're being incredibly strict. So I'll have to do things like, maybe just having, whenever, say, me or one of my guests is talking about something, there's no real footage to showcase, just put a still picture or something over it, it has to be that way, go figure. But it is what it is, but the thing about me is I don't like letting bullies win. Okay, to me, they're being bullied. They're bullies. They're, they're not following what's supposed to be, fair use in terms of copyright law. Clearly, whoever's blocking the videos has no idea what they're doing. Because I still maintain if these reviews, if this matter was to go before a judge, they would almost certainly side my favor. But anyway, that's something that can be debated, and that's not something I'm interested in going through. So I'm like, you know what? If you're going to be petty, Warner Brothers, okay, but I'm not going to let you win. I'm going to keep on uploading these videos. I'm going to alter it, even with those little petty bits changed for you, whatever. I don't care. I'll do it, okay? I don't think that they'll strike down the channel because, again, the different departments, talk to each other, don't actually talk to each other. I know that's how these big corporations work. And now with Warner Brothers merging with Discovery, it's even bigger. And of course, you're going to have all these different departments and, trying to figure things out during the merger. It takes a few years before before the wheels start turning. And I heard rumors that there's another company wants to buy that company out, and it's just, It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. It's kind of going to become like that giant company in Wally. I think that's right. Things are going. But anyway, it is what it is. So that also leads me to another thing. Now I've got a few videos edited already. And what I typically do is I put things up for members only originally for the because that helps support the channel and all that stuff. And then I release it to everyone else. And what the way I do the editing is, okay, when I release one certain video, I'll edit another one that's the equivalent. So if it's a new review, I'll edit another new review, I'll put it up, and then so on. But because of late, I've been releasing videos, and then all of a sudden, a few weeks later, they block it. So again, they're probably understaffed. I'm gonna have to hold off on releasing any new reviews for the time being to see what on earth is going on. Now, I'm still going to edit them behind the scenes, and I'm going to let it build up. So you'll notice that there'll be probably quite a few saying members only. That's just for now, until I see what's going on, until all this nonsense settles down. In the meantime, I'm going to do a few things. First of all, the live stream will happen. I'm going to be dabbling in YouTube Shorts. I want to sort of give that a bit of a go and have a bit of fun with that. I might show, as one example, because they're 1 minute videos, I can do something like find a really cool piece of animation, slow it down, just something simple like that. I can maybe do a 1 minute review on an animated movie I've just seen. Recently I saw that League of Super Pets. It was okay, but I can do stuff like that. If I see something new or something retro, I'm open to ideas. So yeah, let me know in the comments below if you have any things that I should be doing for that. Maybe I could just for fun go back to some of my older reviews and just maybe even do a quick fact thing about each short. So for those people who just want to know just the core facts of a cartoon, that might be interesting. I don't know. Maybe I will. But all in all, look, I still want to. I still enjoy doing this. And despite Warner's not making it easy for me, and and everyone's support, has been fantastic. I absolutely love it. I even love the people who downvote some of the videos. Hey, at least you checked it out. I'm still happy people checking it out, even if I don't end up meeting expectations. I suspect some people are just they don't read the fact it's a review and they think they're gonna watch a cartoon and then they're like, "Oh, why is this guy talking?" Blah blah blah. But whatever, it doesn't worry me. Maybe they'll just find it interesting that you'll go out of your way to downvote a video. But anyway, whatever. So just to summarize, I'm holding off on releasing any new reviews for the next maybe 2 weeks or so until I see what's going on, because the videos I've got now are members only. They may end up being blocked within the next few days. I don't know, because they're a few weeks behind as well. Live stream will be fairly soon once the kids go back to school, and I'm gonna dabble in other videos. I might, like I said, YouTube Shorts. I might even do another chat with Manny or someone else. In the meantime, at the end of the day, it is what it is, and I have no interest in doing some kind of a campaign against Warner's. Hey, write to Warner's and tell them about this injustice. No, just don't worry about it. As crappy as it is, I'm doing it this way to show them that they can try and do what they want, but at the end of the day, they're not going to win. Before I forget, actually, I just remember, because this is actually not even scripted, so I'm just trying to remember if I cover everything. But in the off chance that they decide to be really petty and strike down the channel, because there's always that chance. It's very small now, but there's always that chance. I would suggest to follow me over on Patreon. Now, I know what you're thinking. Oh, he probably just wants us to, pay money and watch videos. No. The reason I'm saying that is because that is like a blog as well, and I can actually do stuff there that's not behind a paywall too. And so that's one way to keep up to date with myself, because some of you may not even be on social media. So that's another way to follow me. So if I've got any major news, if I need to tell people, hey, the channel's down because of this reason, whatever, follow it over there. Because I'm also I show videos over there early as well as YouTube membership. But I'll be releasing, so whenever I release a video on YouTube, I'll be releasing it over on there as well. So therefore, there'll be many opportunities for you to see it. But that's one way to keep in touch with me. And you can also send messages to me over there as well, because email, these days I get so much rubbish, not from people saying silly things to me or anything. I'm just, people will be people, right? I'm talking about like spam, like really just, hey, you've won all this money, but you got to pay this other account 20,000 for a fee to release it. And so it's like, oh boy, I'm rich. No, of course not. That's ridiculous. But anyway, so yeah, the Patreon is in the description below anyway. That's just one way to, like I said, just if you can follow me there, at least you've got another avenue to keep in touch. And in case things go sour here, I can, let people know about it. So anyway, thanks for watching, guys. And until next time, take care.